Good morning, you lovely, lovely people. Oh, Jackie's coming now. Um, I was watching a video the other day. I think it might have even been yesterday, actually. And he was talking about the real reason foreigners are leaving the Philippines. Well, I don't think there is one reason. I think it's a number of reasons. And do you know what I think? Maybe the real reason is because it's a developing country. And it is a developing country, and we can't ignore that. Um, and this is the reason I think why a lot of us come here and I think we lose our patience. I mean, you need patience to live here. Believe me, you do. Um, it's just, it's not for everybody. And I will emphasize this. The Philippines is not paradise, people. It's not. It's a place to live where if you can put up with the way it is here, then you will get on. But if you can't, which a lot can't do, put up with the place, then you're not going to survive here. You're just going to antagonize yourselves and you're going to get frustrated and you're going to simply leave. Now, when a lot do come here, it's new, it's lovely. There are plenty of girls if that's what you're after, and you will find them, they will find you. But it's going to wear thin when it keeps costing you money. Like, you could meet girls and they've got kids and they will want money for their babysitters, for people to take care of the babies, and then they will be asking you for money, for milk, or for this, or for that. And it wears thin. And also, I think, with many foreigners who come here, and they don't put down their roots, meaning they just move around, well, you aren't giving yourself a chance to be part of a community. And I think that's very important to be successful here. Successful in the way of making a life here. And as I said, it's not paradise here, people. It's really not paradise. It can be quite testing at times. And you've got to be prepared for the upset of that. Because when you first come here, everything is lovely. Me, I felt the same. Everything was lovely. Seeing banana trees in people's gardens, something that, being a British citizen, something that we never see. But that wears thin after a while, people. It does. And you have to, I think, when you are renting places and you're moving on after a month or 2 months, 3 months, that's got to be tiring. Or it would be for me anyway. Tiring, where I'll be thinking, what am I doing? There are much better countries to go to where it's not as frustrating as here. But I think you need to put down roots when you're here. And if you don't get on, or you can't accept the way it is here, especially with the local people, you're just going to antagonize yourself, and you're going to wind yourself up to a degree of you hate the place. And this is why I think a lot of vloggers who've been here and gone slag the place off. Like I said, it's a developing country, and you must never forget that. You must never forget that. Because even being a developing country has its challenges, big challenges, pitfalls. But it's also got some good sides. Whereas it's cheaper here. Not as cheap as it used to be. It's getting more expensive. When I first come here, it was nowhere near as as pricey as what it is now. But it is starting to come down in price. I think a lot of it was due to the COVID-19, for the building materials anyway. But getting back to the reason why I think many expats or foreigners actually leave here is it just doesn't suit everybody. Once that's the novelty of being in a tropical country has worn thin, and it's costing you money all the time to go out with a girl or to do this or to do that. And like I said, you aren't putting your roots down. You're continually on the move. You're just moving around. You aren't giving yourself any. I don't think that you're doing yourself any favors. I think if you have the notion of coming here to live, then I think you have to put your roots down. It's like being a hobo, isn't it? If you're not, you're just traveling around and you're never going to feel settled, I don't think. And you're probably never going to live in the Philippines full time. Now, I know there's a lot of foreigners who come here and they stay for a while, and until they get fed up, and then they leave, and some come back and do the same thing, and some don't come back, where it's just been too tiresome for them. And it can be like that. But like I said, I don't think there's one reason, any single reason why expats don't kind of make it here. Like I said, it takes a certain kind of a person. And I think most of us who do settle down here have got successful relationships, or as successful as what they can be. I think if I was a single man, I don't know if I would still be here now or not. I don't know, because it's hypothetical. I'm married, child. But I think if I was a single man, I think I would have turned to drink, because it's so easy here, and you get invited to here, to there, and there's always something going on somewhere. Every single day there's always something going on. So I think I would have probably been a drinker, I think. But fortunately for me, I'm married and got a child, I've settled, and I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. But I see a lot of vloggers, and they do sugarcoat the place, and they say this and they say that, and then when some foreigners come over and they think it's nothing like what these vloggers are saying, it's nothing like it, it's tiresome, it's frustrating, because traffic as well, and this silly little things like you don't think of in your own country, like ATMs being offline. This is what happens to me here a lot. I'm in Pinion, there's only 2 ATMs here. One is in the municipality, which is like a land bank, which I do bank with them. And the other one is the Producers Bank. Now, they are offline more than they are online. And for me to get money out, then I would have to go into Dipolog City, which is a challenge. I've got to get in the car, travel 30 minutes in the traffic, and then if those banks are offline, then I've got to go inside the bank if the ATMs are offline, and that can take hours, especially in the land bank, because the land bank is a government bank, and there's a lot of people who bank with them. So that, to me, is very, very frustrating at times. So what I do is draw out enough money, generally when the ATM is working. That's going to last me the week. I don't draw out large amounts of money. There's no need to. I draw out what I need a week, or what I think I will need a week. And that's my way around it. But when you get caught short of cash and you go, oh, I'll just go and draw, like a few thousand pesos out, and it's offline. And like I said, here where I am in this little province, there is only 2 ATM machines, and you guarantee when one's offline, the other one might be online, but it won't be able to dispense cash, because there's only one, and everyone's gone to that machine and took all the cash out. So that is a big frustration to me. I think if you're here and you do settle down here and you can cope with the way of life, then it's happy days for you. I wouldn't like to live anywhere else. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. But at the same time, I'm not saying that the Philippines is a great place to live. It's a great place for me. It might not be a great place for you. And I couldn't and wouldn't like to be a travelling foreigner here. If I was only coming here for 6 months, and I knew I was only coming here for 6 months, then perhaps, but not to put your roots down. I wouldn't travel to this place, to that place, and spend time there. And do my getty, there's a big foreign community there. Americans, and they seem to, that's where they kind of stay. And I don't know why. I don't know what the attraction is of Dumaguete, because the more foreigners that you get in one place, the more it's going to push up the prices, especially of rents and accommodations. I can't see the sense in it. Leaving your own country and then going to a certain part where there are lots of foreigners, where you want to be part of the community, because you aren't really involving yourself in the country, are you? You're just simply involving yourself with foreigners. And in my experience of foreigners here, most in fact, they always complaining about the place. The ones who've been here for a long time and are settled, they don't. It's the ones who are not settled and they've been here for a long time, but they can't seem to get it together. They just complain about the people. They complain about this, complain about that. And I just can't be around people like that. I really can't. There is a handful of foreigners that I do associate myself with, and they never slag the place off. I think that's why I get on with them. They've been here someone's been here for longer than I have. Someone's been here for less. But they are married, or they've certainly got partners, and they've got their own houses, and they seem to be getting on with it and having a good life. And I often say, would you go back to your own country? Never, never, because they're contented here. They've put up with what they have to put up with. And I think it becomes normal when you are settled here. It becomes normal to put up with the way it is. The patience, it will be the main thing that gets you here, because you try and do something and you will be comparing to your own country, where in your own country it normally runs smoothly. You haven't got to go to 1,000 different places to get one document, and things are done in a timely manner in your own country. Here, time has got no meaning. Like, I was waiting for my transfer of 13A to be transferred from my old passport to my new passport, and something that would have taken, I don't know how long in the UK, because I've never done it, but it would have been done in a timely manner. But here it takes time, because you've got to go to so many different departments to get checked, and this is part and parcel of maybe trying to lessen corruption in certain departments. I don't know, but that's what I've been told, which is nothing to do with us. It's the way it is. It's the way it is. It's been like it for a long time. It'll probably continue to be like it. And I did a video yesterday about these protests. Did you see the foreigner that was I don't think he was protesting. He was stood there, and people were thinking he was Jesus Christ, because he looked a bit like Jesus Christ was meant to look. He was stood there. I think he looked a bit disorientated, but you'll see him. I think he was on GMA News or something, but I think he was arrested. I think, don't quote me on this, and I don't think he was protesting. I just think but he was in the crowd. Like I said yesterday, keep away from it, because he might have said, well, I don't know where I was at. That's not going to stop. That's not going to hold up with immigration. Like I said yesterday, if you want to be deported very quickly, then just go and join these protests, because you will. Keep away from all them people. Keep away. And regarding some of the comments I got, where they were saying, so these, corruption doesn't bother, it doesn't affect you. Well, it's been like it for ever since I've been here. And what difference does it make to me? It doesn't. It's my choice that I'm here. I know what kind of a country it is. I put up with it. It's just the way it is. It doesn't bother me. It's how it is. But I got some comments yesterday saying, "Oh, these protests, But because I said these protests don't affect me, and I was getting some comments saying, "Well, these protests do affect you." Well, they don't. They really don't. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't matter, like I've said many times, what visa type we are on. We have got no say in anything that goes on here. And people might say, well, why are you there for? Because I like it. Because I like being here. If I didn't like being here, I would simply leave. Simple as that. And we've all got choice. We have all got that choice to leave. And this is what I say to some foreigners here who are unhappy. But a lot of them have built houses and they've got money invested in a house. Well, if I was unhappy with a place and it was really making me ill, I would leave it. I would. Because selling a house here is going to take time. And in that time, you're already pissed off. You're already frustrated. It's going to make you worse, isn't it? Just leave it. If you hate the place that much and you're miserable, because a lot are, you're miserable and you're not getting on with nobody and you are spreading discontentment, I would just get out. That's what I would do. I wouldn't hang around and I wouldn't wait to sell the house. I'd just go. But that's just me. We aren't all the same. But yeah, that being said, people, if you are coming to the Philippines, just have patience with the place, just try and fit in with the community, try and put your roots down. And I don't think you'll have a problem. I think you will settle in like a lot of foreigners do here, me included. But if you don't, then maybe the Philippines is not for you. Maybe a different Southeast Asian country would suit you better. But that's it, people. I just thought I'd do a quick video this morning. My wife's in bed, my son's in bed. I thought I'd do a video this morning. Well, I haven't got to walk about, I'm in the house. But thank you, people, for always taking the time and supporting me and supporting the channel. It's much appreciated, always. Thank you very much. I hope you people up in there Luzon are safe, by the way, with that typhoon. I think it's gone past now, or it's nearly past. But, stay safe wherever you are. Thank you. Bye-bye.